Will I be able to save it?
Woo!
5:30 Seward race. We got a big crew tonight. Maybe about 10 people. So right now Taco Time's at the front of this race, but I can see behind me on the right, Fount is moving up. And I either want our team to start moving up or to shift over to the right to prevent Fount from getting up there all together as a team.
Gotta get in that Fount train if you can. Shift right. No out of control.
So now that I'm in the middle of the Fount train, I can see their classic move. They're going to send one person up for a flyer, and that's Flo. And I realize we need to be on that. And this is a pretty sneaky move. Everyone knew Taco Time was at the front, and I thought there was a good chance you could kind of get away without anyone really noticing. So once I get onto her wheel, I don't think this break is going to stick with only two of us. And I know lots of times they just send flyers out, hoping people chase. So I'm trying to save energy on this. I don't really plan on doing any pulls, because I'm pretty sure we're just going to get brought back in real quick. But I figure I might as well do one pull just to see if we're making any progress.
Welcome to the party.
So now that we have a third person, this break can really stick, especially when both Fount and Gene Johnson isn't going to be chasing. That really helps. So on this race, I really thought I figured out the hairpin going from this direction. Felt like I was taking it at a much faster speed with less braking. And on the exit, I wasn't having to get out of the saddle. I just put a little burst of power in, and I'm back on the wheel. Versus Flo, still out of the saddle, had to do a few more pedal strokes. So I thought I was taking this turn very efficiently. This is the first preem lap, and I actually don't like the order we're doing pulls right now. I notice Flo's taking the pulls on the descent, and I'm doing the ones on the climb, so I'm hoping this preem will shift the order of our pulls. And now I'm at the front on the descent. It's a much nicer spot to take the pulls. So I notice we start slowing down as Apex comes up to us. So I kind of move up to the front to make sure we don't get caught by the entire peloton. And in the process, I end up leaving them behind. So I know I can't win this race by myself from here. So I'm hoping that the other three try to catch back up to me. So when they do catch back up, I see we have another person. Looks like another Fount rider has joined us. And I'm expecting a counterattack from them, because that's what they like to do. And since I wasn't spending too much energy on the descent, I'm able to respond to it. So now that you can see that attempt didn't work, we're just waiting for the rest of the break to catch up to us.
All right, Scout.
So during that slowdown, Scout was able to catch up to us, which is great. So I know the field is catching up to us and our break has fallen apart a bit. But I know once we regroup, then this will be a pretty good break. 3 Fount riders, 2 Gene Johnson riders. Yeah, to me, there's only 2 outcomes of this break. Either Fount is fully committed to this and it's going to go all the way to the end, or they're just setting us up for a trap just to get caught late in the race. And in either one of those situations, that means Scout and I shouldn't really be doing too much work. If they want to break to stick, Fount's going to be doing the heavy lifting, and if this is just a setup, we should be saving our energy for the counterattack. Now I know Scout's excited to be in this break. This is his kind of race. I'm just worried that he's going to be a little too excited and do too much work. So I'm trying to think, how can I communicate to him without tipping off the rest of the fountain? And because I'm distracted by this, thinking about later on in the course, I'm not really paying too much attention to this corner. I'm just blindly following this wheel in front of me, and I don't take my normal wider line. I get a little blinded by the sun, and I know I'm gaining on him, so I just grab a little too much brake, and down I go. Alright, let's compare the crash with how I took the corner earlier in the race. So I enter the turn around 25 miles an hour, and I swing wide to avoid the dip at the apex. But this time around, I'm not paying as much attention as I go into the corner, and I end up taking a tighter line, which requires me to slow down at the apex. Never a good thing to do. Right as there's that dip, my back wheel loses traction, and I go over the bars. And here they are, side by side. You can see on the right, my bike is pointed towards the apex, versus on the left, when I'm taking the corner faster, I'm pointed at the exit. Alright, here's a better view of the crash. So I'm taking a tighter line than normal, I'm gaining on the person in front of me, I see a burst of sun, I just grabbed too much brake, my rear wheel slides out right as we hit the depression, and over I go. And I do like how my initial reaction to the crash is just a smile. But luckily I had lots of help immediately after. And up until this point, this race was going great. I figured out the climb in this course, figured out the hairpin, and I was able to catch one of the fountain brakes early on. And rather than responding to their tactics, it was nice being able to implement my own, and it was really great seeing Scout bridge up. And I really thought once he got up there, we were really going to be able to take that break all the way to the finish. Luckily, only minor road rash to my shoulder, a minor fracture to my eyebrow, and 11 stitches on my eyelid. No concussion, and definitely seen worse injuries at that corner, so pretty happy to be able to walk away from this and be on my bike in a couple days.
I think it's in the pavement.
No, it's sunglasses. Yeah. So, it's... Hey, dude.
Hey.
You're doing great.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Almost made it the whole season.
Yeah.